Welcome back to Storytime with Steph on Murder in the Black. Let's get into our story, which takes us 90 miles north of Oklahoma City to a town called Enid. And this is where we meet 27-year-old Martika, affectionately known as Tika Ferguson. And she was found shot in the face in an alleyway. Let's talk about what happened. Martika's mom, Effie Ferguson, raised her like her own. Martika came into Effie's life when she was about 3 years old, and a few years later, Effie adopted both Martika and her siblings, and everybody described Tika the exact same way. She was confident, loud in the best way possible. She always was singing or dancing, and she was full of life. And her mother, Effie, said that she had a smile that would light up your entire heart. Martika had a younger sister named Michaela, and they did everything together as they were growing up. They were two peas in a pod. They even learned how to play in the orchestra. But the one thing Effie made sure both of her daughters knew how to do was to play the fiddle, and they would perform a hoedown for family gatherings. Overall, Tika had a very good upbringing with her mother, Effie, and her other siblings. In 2012, Martika became pregnant and she had a baby boy. And everyone said watching her become a mom was such a beautiful experience because she loved her son so much. But eventually, Martika and her baby's father split, and this is when things started to get a bit heavy. Her close friends said Martika fell into a depression and started to self medicate, and eventually she lost custody of her son. But that's when her mother, Effie, stood in and gained custody of her grandson. But Martika was still very much a part of her son's life. She made sure that she would visit him because one thing Martika knew she needed to do in order to ensure safety for her son was to have him with her mom because she knew her mother was loving and would love her son the same way she would. Sunday afternoon, November 29th, 2020, dispatch gets a chilling call. A woman says she heard fighting and then a gunshot, and there was a dead body near her home. Now, police arrive, and the caller leads them to the alley behind her residence, and there, officers find a woman's body. She had injuries to her face, and nearby was a pair of pants, a wig, and police are immediately confused because why would those items be separated from her body? What happened? Officers, as they often do, began to canvass the area and talk to neighbors. And neighbors were asked if they saw anything. And it wasn't so much what they saw as what they heard. They mentioned that they heard fighting and then a gunshot. And when they were shown a picture of the victim,